Hello there. It's another Monday night stream. It's also Easter Monday, so happy Easter Monday. And for Star Trek fans, it's First Contact Day, so happy First Contact Day as well. Today I'm going to be, instead of Empire at War, I thought I'm going to play one of my favourite Star Wars games. Probably one of my favourite games of all time, TIE Fighter. And I haven't played it for a while, and I've been kind of itching to get back into it, so this seemed like the best opportunity to stream playing the game. Grand Admiral Thrawn, welcome. I'm just going to share the link to the stream, so please bear with me a second. Well, the TIE Defender isn't your project in this game, but the missile boat is, and that's a lot of fun to fly as, although it's not until the end of the game, so it might take a little while to get to that point. So, there we go. James Ultra, welcome. I just shared the stream. Let's see. Darth Muscovy, yes, the treacherous Grand Admiral Zarin. Moff Gideon, welcome. Thrawn 1. I don't need to try and get it to work, it does work. I just thought I will start the cutscene. Start the game because you've got the intro cutscene. I don't want people to miss it. So all I've got to do is press the play button, but I'm waiting for a few more people to join, and then we'll get started. Star Wars Tales at Light Speed, welcome. That's true, they are. One of the disadvantages of the missile boat is you only get one laser cannon. So once you're out of missiles, you are out of missiles and have one laser cannon to rely on. So you have to be very careful. Floopy, welcome. Just going to have a quick drink of water. Yeah, that's true. You do get a lot of missiles. I forget the exact loadout. I think it varies depending on what missile you've got, what you select. But yeah, it is a lot. And the missile type has an effect on how many you get as well. I think concussion missiles give you you get a lot more of those than you would heavy bombs, but of course they don't inflict quite as much damage. Floopy, happy Easter. Also, happy First Contact Day for any Star Trek fans out there. There we go. Should have known Grand Admiral Thrawn would know the weapons loadout. And then you said that. Right. I think we can get started with the intro cutscene. I did test this game about 10 minutes ago to make sure it worked, and it does. I wasn't too concerned, but I thought I'd better make sure so I don't embarrass myself on the stream. One thing I don't know is what will happen when the game resizes. So, hopefully that doesn't mess up. This game was released in '94, but I'm playing the collector CD edition, which was released in '95. I do like this take on the Star Wars theme. I also realised that the stream is in a small corner of the window. I'm not sure what to do about that. Max Cooper, welcome. I'll fiddle around with the aspect ratio after the intro because I don't want to mess it up.
The Empire is on the verge of success. Soon, peace and order will be restored throughout the galaxy. Even now, our capable forces, led by Darth Vader, are striking back at the rebel insurgents.
Are unprepared for our attack. Signal Vice Admiral Thrawn to launch his high squadrons immediately. This rebel stronghold has no hope of escape. Commence the attack.
Yes, sir.
His promotion comes about halfway through the game. We can skip the credits, I think. Oh, calibrate joystick. That's probably a good idea.
Enter your name, pilot.
The Alt tab out to OBS and I can see. Yeah, this is playing on my PC. Oh. My pilot's name is Angelus. Right, that might work. I'm not too familiar with all the settings in OBS. Window capture. Ah. Let's just check. That's better. Right, I'm just going to relaunch the game. Because it's now playing a tiny window on my screen, and I'd like to be able to see it a little bit better than that. So hopefully relaunching the game won't break it. Gavin, welcome. Just fiddling around with these settings. We'll watch the intro again if this works. And you can see it in proper full screen glory. Shadex27, welcome. Yeah, so we're going to watch the intro again like this, so you can all see it properly. I do apologise for that little bit of technical issues to start with. I like how you've all kind of got conversations you come back to every week. It's nice to have this little community that we've built up.
Is on the verge of success. Soon, peace and order will be restored throughout the galaxy. Even now, our capable forces, led by Darth Vader, are striking back at the rebel insurgents.
The rebels are unprepared for our attack. Signal Vice Admiral Thrawn to launch his TIE squadrons immediately. This rebel stronghold has no hope of escape.
There's our man Thrawn again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm playing the 1995 collector's edition CD-ROM, slightly enhanced graphics, all of the expansion packs that complete the game. I know that they did it's the 98 edition as well, but you don't get the original music for that. The original and dynamic music, it's just the standard Star Wars soundtrack that plays in a loop, and a few other flight model changes, and to me I don't like those things. I prefer this edition is the sort of definitive TIE Fighter experience for me, so this is the one I'm going to play. And we're going to get right into the story. I did not see the 8-Bit Squadrons trailer. I'll have to check it out after the stream. Robotic Pope, welcome. Right, let's get started.
One TIE fighter from Alpha, Beta and Gamma squadrons will be out on patrol around Outpost D-34. Your mission is to inspect all cargo-carrying vessels as they pass by our station. We are on the lookout for rebel forces that are fleeing from their base on Hoth. One TIE fighter from Alpha, Beta and Gamma...
Gavin, yes I can. It's an April Fool's joke. The Crystal Star is generally considered one of the worst Star Wars books ever written. So I thought, as an April Fool's joke, I would say that was my next project. The last year for April Fool's I did release a sort of a fake poster for it, and this year I went as far as creating the opening crawl. It was actually surprising to see it. Quite a few people enjoyed the book, so I do feel a little bit bad for anyone that wasn't quite so amused. Let's talk to the flight officer.
You are to inspect all cargo-carrying vessels that pass through this area. To accomplish this, target each freighter and transport, then fly close enough for your ship's sensors to determine what cargo the vessel has on board. Check your progress on the mission goals screen, toggled by hitting the G key.
You can check out the post. It's in the community page of the channel. You'll have to go back a year's worth of posts, but you'll find it there. Now you get it. Now you get the joke. Even though it's generally considered the worst Star Wars book ever written, the one that I actually found even worse was Invincible. It's the end of what was it? Fate of the Jedi? The series after the New Jedi Order, and it's a 9-book series. And I'd enjoyed the previous 8 books. There's 3 different authors. It's an alternate to each one. But the last book was written, and it felt like the author wanted to rush through the road to the book as quickly as possible and get it done. So it's the shortest book in this series. It had so many plot threads to tie up, and it was just a rush. And then the final duel was 1 page. It's been building up through the entire series. And it put me off reading anything. I don't just mean Star Wars books, I mean any book, for 2 years.
You will fly the TIE fighter designated Alpha 1. You will be the only craft in your flight group. Stay alert for radio messages as this mission progresses. Use your message log, toggled by hitting the L key, to review this communication. Freighter traffic has been above normal in this area. We think this is related to the retreat of rebel forces in the aftermath of our attack on their base on Hoth. Stay alert for rebels hidden amongst the freighter convoys.
I didn't read the zombie book, so I can't comment on it. Right, so we've talked to him about the mission, the questions about mission. Let's get going.
Incoming ships. They are entering the area near Void B18. Transports requesting permission to pass through this sector. TIE Fighter Alpha 1.
We'll go after these freighters first.
Freighters requesting permission to pass through this sector.
Guitar Man, yeah. I think a lot of people are feeling a bit nostalgic after seeing the stream start. And just playing it now brings back so many memories. So you have to inspect the freighters, which just means flying close to them to scan the cargo holds.
Warning. Illegal cargo.
And we found some rebels on that one. We want to...
Imperial transports are being dispatched to board the freighter.
Largest Star Wars ship in length. I'm going to let the chat decide that one. Because if I start thinking about that, I might crash into something.
Superb work, Alpha 1. Primary mission objectives complete. The Emperor will be pleased.
The incoming shuttles have not identified themselves. The first wave of freighters and transports has been inspected. Good work. Help with the capture operation or return to base. Job well done, Alpha 1.
We got Rebel craft incoming.
All TIE fighters beware of enemy shuttles.
Try not to die,
Alpha 1.
because I have no shields.
Weaken the freighter's shields.
I do apologise if I'm a little bit quiet. I can't read the chat and fly at the same time. I didn't think about that when I decided to play this, but I'm sure we'll figure out a system.
Target destroyed.
Oop. Let's be careful not to crash into the debris of the ships as they fall apart.
Target disabled.
So thinking about bigger ships, weren't some of the Vong ships quite big? Especially the world ships.
Alpha 1. There are some new craft to inspect.
Target destroyed.
Wing Commander is a good game.
Capture operation complete.
With some other ships. Oh.
Protect the captured freighter.
Excellent work, Alpha 1. Secondary mission objectives completed. The Emperor will be pleased.
Good work. The second wave of freighters was inspected. More importantly, we have captured the rebel freighter.
This is Gamma 1. Target destroyed.
For some reason I imagined the world ships being bigger than that.
Alpha 1. Target
But yeah, I guess not the biggest. Well, Squadrons was heavily inspired by this game, so they did borrow a lot of elements from it. Like the freighters that I scanned at the beginning of the mission. It was nice to see them back in the Squadrons. Though sadly I never got around to finishing the story.
This is Leader 1. Target destroyed.
So I should probably finish off Squadrons at some point. Just taking out all the rebel shuttles, just making sure that I've scanned all of the ships that are here. Looks like I did. Can return to base. Oop, wrong button. So to return to base, I just fly up to the station. So another ship that made it into Squadrons was the platform, although when they did it they made it much bigger than this. I suspect they're kind of limited in this game. They were limited by the engine, so even the Star Destroyers are fairly small. Anyway, that's the first mission down. All objectives completed. Let's see what we have to do. We got promoted to flight officer, which is not bad for the first mission. So what was our main accomplishment?
You have discovered a freighter full of rebels trying to escape from their base on Hoth. Excellent work. As we expected, fleeing rebels are trying to sneak through this sector.
As you can tell, the game starts during the Empire Strikes Back. What did we accomplish?
We captured a freighter full of rebels trying to escape from the planet Hoth. Hoth, a nearby ice planet, was the main base of the rebels. The recent Imperial attack on this base has driven their forces into flight. The interrogation of these rebel prisoners should help us track more of them down.
I did see that Disney Plus have just put the 2003 Clone Wars series on there, and the Ewok series and the Ewok movies as well. I do have some vague memories of watching the Ewoks cartoon as a child, but I don't really remember that much about it, so I need to check it out again at some point. This is the heroic version of the Imperial March. Let's ask him for debriefing. Oh, it's just the stats at sea. 4 shuttles destroyed by me. 1 freighter captured. Alright. Move on to the next mission. I think everyone cringed at Baby Jabba. The Fixer, welcome. I didn't see you sneak in. So let's get the mission briefing for the next mission.
3 TIE fighters from Alpha, Beta and Gamma squadrons will patrol the area around the station. Your weapon arming crew has added concussion missiles to your TIE fighter for more firepower.
Already upgrading my TIE fighter. I'm not going to complain there.
All TIE fighters will destroy any incoming enemy ships before they can destroy our station.
Stealing a biscuit.
Assume any trouble will come from the direction of Boy 18, where we stopped the smuggled rebel cargo. Our forces must survive until the Imperial-class Star Destroyer Hammer arrives to relieve us. 3 TIE fighters from Alpha, Beta and Gamma...
Seems simple enough. Let's talk to the flight officer. What are the mission objectives?
After interrogating the rebel prisoners captured aboard the Mugari freighter, we are sure that the rebels plan to launch an assault on this outpost. You must hold off the attacking forces until help arrives from the Imperial-class Star Destroyer Hammer.
Okay.
You will be flying the TIE fighter designated Alpha 1. You will have 2 wingmen. Your TIE fighter will be specially modified to carry 2 concussion missile launchers holding 2 missiles each.
Well, I think someone's going to drop the hammer. I haven't watched Invincible yet. It's on my list, but I haven't got round to it.
We expect the Mugari and the rebels to be joining forces to attack us. It is likely that they only have the more obsolete starfighters like the Z-95 Headhunter and the Y-Wing to use in this assault. However, they may use more advanced fighters like the X-Wing as well.
That's enough. And for mission 2, we've got this cloaked figure over here, so let's go and see what he has to say. How may I serve the Emperor?
I am a special envoy of the Emperor. In this time of crisis, political intrigue and open rebellion, the Emperor requires special means of communication with his loyal forces. In the battles ahead, I will ensure that his wishes reach those like yourself who have pledged their fealty to him. You will have many opportunities to serve the Emperor and will be rewarded for your efforts. In the mission ahead, locate the rebel officers who are fleeing from Hoth in a stolen Imperial shuttle. We have forces standing by who will attempt to disable and capture this shuttle once you have located it.
For those of you who've checked out some of my older projects on my channel, Star Wars Imperials was heavily inspired just by this game, and in particular this character and the secret order that he represents. I think that's kind of the point, having the ship's name as Hammers, because you're a no-name Imperial pilot in a backwater outpost, not doing anything particularly important, and so it makes sense that the ship coming to relieve you is also equally unimpressive. Kind of gives you the feeling of being part of a huge empire and not a hero that's the centre of the story, but just a small cog in the machine. Alright, let's start the mission. You can choose your weapon, no doubt. I'm going to stick with the missiles. What have we got? Y-wings already.
Sector alert. There are unknown craft entering our area. Beta and Gamma squadrons engaging enemy forces.
So the purple means they're
Alpha squadron, join the attack and engage the enemy.
an independent faction. The green ones are rebels. But obviously
Stop all Y-wings from
they're
making
working together.
torpedo runs on D-34.
Oh, wrong button. I keep switching to third speed out of habit from the later games in the series and Squadrons, where it gives you a faster turn rate, but in this game it doesn't. You can turn just as quickly at full speed as you can at third speed. Some Gold Squadron Y-Wings.
Mission critical installation under attack.
The base is being attacked. We need to defend the station.
Right. Some of my wingmates are firing missiles, but I'm going to save them because we may have some bigger targets later on. I don't remember this mission particularly well. Let's see what ships we've got to work with. Right, all Imperial craft. We'll head back to the station until something else arrives. Tybazan was a good character. It's a shame that we never got to see any more of his adventures. Oh, we've got an X-Wing. Named Dirk. I was surprised. One of the things that surprised me most about Forces of Corruption is how they got away with doing Ewok suicide bombers. There's obviously someone with a very sick and twisted sense of humour came up with that idea, but I'm surprised that no one at Lucasfilm said, you know, maybe we shouldn't do this. Fixer, it's true. The Consortium faction, one of their ground units is I forget the name of it, but he's modelled after the guy that the Rancor keeper in Jabba's palace, and he carries around a sack of Ewoks, and so when his attacks, he takes an Ewok out, straps a bomb to them, and sends the Ewok running towards the target. You know, it's helpful if I went to full speed. Yeah, Hondo did survive Rebels, and he's in Galaxy's Edge, so he survives until the sequel era. I use a custom designed PC. And render times depends on complexity of the scene, how many characters are in it, how long it is, what sort of effects are going on. So, say a battle scene obviously has lots of weapons fire and explosions, and that's a lot more demanding than just having two characters standing around talking. Although, saying that, in Chapter 8 there was a scene that had Thrawn, Pelion and Sabaoth talking. It took... all they're doing is talking in Thrawn's meditation chamber. But it took 36 hours to render. I do not know why. Hopefully I never have to render it again. This shuttle looks like the one I was told to look out for. So I'm going to inspect it rather than destroy it. There we go.
Alpha 1. Secondary mission objectives completed. Good work. You've discovered a shuttle carrying rebel officers. Assault gunboats have been dispatched to disable and capture it.
So I can ignore that shuttle now because the assault gunboats will take care of it. It was great bringing assault gunboats into Heir to the Empire in Chapter 1. So I watched them do their thing. They're not very good shots.
Target disabled.
Oh, we got some wire wings coming in. Full speed to intercept. I kind of get the impression that Book of Boba Fett's a one-season show, and that's fine. Sometimes it's good to just have a one-season show, because a lot of times a show will have a great first season and becomes really popular, and so they say, well, actually, let's make more of this. And then, but the second season onwards, it just goes downhill because they've used up the concept for the first story. They've used up this concept for the story in the first season,
Excellent, Judy.
so they're having to add unnecessarily. It's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is also supposed to be a one-season show, and I think that's probably right. On the other hand, Mandalorian is designed to be a show that can have multiple seasons.
Superb work, Alpha 1. Primary mission objectives completed. The Star Destroyer Hammer has arrived to take command of the battle. Good work. You have fought well in defending D-34 outposts. The Imperial-class Star Destroyer Hammer is here to recover station defense forces.
I don't think the Gina Carino thing has done too much damage, because rumour has it they're going to replace her character with Hera, which I'm okay with that. I liked Hera, so seeing her in live action form would... well, Hera's a much better developed character because she was around for much longer. So seeing her again is going to be interesting.
Return to the Hammer's hangar immediately.
They're telling me off for not returning to the hangar immediately, but it takes me time to fly to it. Thomas, welcome. Yes, this is TIE Fighter. So we're going to dock. What did we accomplish?
You have defeated an attack by the rebels and Mugari. You have saved our outpost from destruction and destroyed many of the attacking enemy ships.
That's enough for now.
The rebel officers you have located will prove useful to our cause. From them we will learn the whereabouts of other rebel terrorists.
Yeah, Gavin and I agree. They did try and talk to her, but she didn't listen. And yeah, let's not really go into it. This is meant to be a fun stream, and I don't really feel like talking to her. Talking about Gina is really the way we should be going. So, alright, they're both happy. So let's go on to mission 3. One of the things I like about this game is you can blast the missions quite quickly.
We have traced the Mugari pirates' hyperjump path to a cargo loading area in the Tundra sector. Your first objective is to stop the cargo ferries from escaping with their contraband. Then stop the transports and shuttles. Destroy anything that might be carrying weapons. 2 TIE interceptors will be launched to engage the Y-Wings. The TIE bombers will assist if needed.
Excuse me. Oh, of course, I'm in a bomber.
Do not let anyone escape. Be ready for any enemy reinforcements. We have traced the Mugari pirates' hyperjump path.
I haven't bought any of those games. A lot of them haven't been released yet. We did find out why we didn't see Star Wars Lego game, and that's because it's been delayed with no new date. But yeah, it makes sense why they wouldn't show it when they weren't ready to. A little bit disappointed that it was delayed because I was looking forward to getting the Switch version and playing it outside. But I'd rather have a finished game. So just have to be patient. Maybe we'll find out more on May the 4th. And I'm using a joystick to answer that question. Right, so what are the mission objectives?
We have traced the arms used in the recent attack on Outpost D-34 to a Mugari cargo loading area in the Tundra sector. We suspect that the Mugari are providing arms and other aids to the rebels. Our attack on this cargo area is timed
no, I haven't checked out those games yet either.
in their next illicit weapons exchange. Your mission objective is to destroy all cargo-carrying vessels at this site. Destroy everything. Take no prisoners.
Excellent, destroy everything.
We expect this weapon site to be
objectives?
heavily protected by
Propositions.
starfighters. The Mugari only have the more antiquated fighters, so we expect to see mainly Y-Wings defending the site.
I haven't watched the trailer for Bad Batch because I'm going to watch it anyway, so what's the point of watching the trailer? I'm going to go into it. I mean, I watched the first trailer when they announced it, but I haven't watched the new trailer. I thought I'm just going to watch it when it launches with very limited knowledge. Right, let's get ready to go. Happy with that. I do like this launch sequence. Reminds me of Babylon 5. Yeah, it's the same team behind Clone Wars.
Targets dead ahead.
Oh yeah, I always inspect everything.
Switch to torpedoes and fire at will.
Although I think my wingmates are going to destroy everything before I get too close. Here's the frigate I launched from behind. Game's so old that you don't have a 3D cockpit, you just have directional views. Lucasfilm Animation, I believe Dave Filoni wrote it, or at least some of it.
Attack on the Bugari pirates has begun.
Oh, so close.
Target destroyed.
I'm gonna let the interceptors worry about the fighters. Where's the freighters? Let's go after those.
Target destroyed.
I know I should inspect these, but one of them's already been destroyed, so...
Target destroyed. Alpha 1, this is Gamma 2. Target destroyed.
The Bugari forces have taken 50% losses.
Good shooting. Alpha 1, target destroyed. Superb hunting. Alpha 1, target destroyed.
Is there a Star Wars? Yeah, I think Thrawn's right. This is pretty much... Right, what else have we got to destroy? Transports. I think that's getting... Oh, it's attacking the frigate. What's that one doing? Also attacking the frigate. It'll take me a while to catch up. Should have probably shot them down on the way. do one little bit to help out as I fly past the battle. I'm sure there are plenty of people who do play that. So I know there are several Star Wars role-playing games out there. There's the West End Games system that was released way back in the 80s. Wizards of the Coast did one. Oh, had some missiles. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast did a role-playing game, and of course they do D&D, so it's a very similar rule set.
Objectives completed. Good work. We have destroyed all the cargo-carrying craft.
And then Fantasy Flight Games are doing a role-playing game as well. There's a lot of books for that one, but that's the current game that's out there. If you want an actual role-playing system to play with, otherwise Freeform, which is what you guys do here in the chat, that works. I suppose Imperial Assault counts as well. It's sort of a half tabletop miniatures game and half role-playing game.
The Mogari forces have been completely destroyed.
Of course, you can't really play that online unless you're using a tabletop simulator or something like that. Right, that's that mission done. I'm going to fly back to the frigate. Because obviously TIE bombers do not have hyperdrives. Yeah, Tabletop Simulator probably has an Imperial Assault mod. I've actually got the game, and it's a lot of fun. You can play against the app, or you can play it. So the DM is basically controls the Empire, and then the main players control a rebel hero, and you play through different missions. So yeah, I've got the game, and I've got the miniatures, and one of my lockdown projects is to be painting the miniatures. Mission objective completed. What should we do?
The timing of our attack was perfect. We attacked when both parties to the weapons deal were still in the area. Our attack completely destroyed all of the Mogari and rebel craft.
Perfect. Mission 4. Getting through this quite quick. I say quickly, but it's a very long campaign.
Outpost D-34 has been captured. The rebels and the Mogari are looting it for arms and equipment.
Go away for 5
Will
minutes.
launch a transport to recapture the station. Several flight groups of TIE
Imperial
Star
Assault.
will provide cover for this operation. These groups will also hunt down the renegade craft that are making off with the station's equipment. Outpost D-34 has been captured. The rebels and the Mogari are looting it.
Seth, yes, I do believe you can play this game with the mouse and keyboard.
The frigate Fogger will launch a transport to recapture the station.
Personally, I'm playing with a joystick, but I do believe that's an option. If anyone wants to check out this game, I've got this from GOG.com, and I think on May the 4th they'll have a Star Wars sale. I do recommend getting it from GOG.com rather than Steam, because you get the 1995 edition included in the package, and that's the one I'm playing. The Steam one has the 98 version, which you do require a joystick or a gamepad, and you don't get the dynamic music. So Yeah. I won't talk to him. I know what the objectives are. Let's talk to him though.
The Emperor is concerned by the rebels' capture of outpost D-34. The most disturbing element is that they seem to know exactly how to time their attacks when Imperial forces are engaged in another sector. Be alert for clues and opportunities to inspect or capture any rebel craft leaving the outpost when we recapture it.
Alright, we can certainly keep an eye out. TIE Interceptor at last. Well, the dynamic music's good because it changes.
TIE Interceptor's data. Destroy enemy shuttles and transports. Mission critical. Under attack. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. The frigate
Depending on the events of the mission. Whereas the 98 version just plays the same music loop over and over. So almost that would be a really good setup. Don't think the game is capable of that. Well. Had to happen at some point. So that was not the way I intended the mission to go. Let's try again. No, it's not. So, if you die in the game, there's a random chance of being rescued by the Empire, like I just was, or captured by the rebels. If you're captured, you lose points. Basically, you get taken to a rebel prison camp.
The frigate Fogger is taking damage. All TIE Interceptors. Good hunting.
I'm trying to inspect these cargo carrying ships.
This is Zeta 2. Target destroyed. Superb work, Alpha 1. Secondary objectives completed. The Emperor will be pleased.
TIE Interceptors Alpha and Delta. Stop the X-Wings and Y-Wings. You have located the rebels' cache of our stolen equipment. Transport Omega will disable and capture this transport.
Target destroyed.
Oh, I hate these escort shuttles because they can shoot backwards.
Be careful, Alpha 1.
Get away from them a little bit. Yeah, we should get the PR on it. What I remember of the cutscene is actually better defended than their base on Hoth was. But obviously I haven't played this game for quite some time, so I don't remember it that well, but it seems more fortified than Hoth.
Target disabled. Capture operation begun.
Has it been known that I do not like A-Wings in this game? Well, again. Something crashed into me this time. Alright, we'll skip this cutscene because we watched it last time. We'll try one more time. I think it was a TIE interceptor that crashed into me. I'm killed by my own side. It's typical.
TIE interceptors beta. Destroy enemy shuttles and transports. Mission critical threat. Under attack. Target destroyed. Alpha 1. Target destroyed. The frigate Fogger is taking damage. All TIE interceptors. Good hunting. Excellent work, Alpha 1. Secondary objective.
A container transport named Gopher.
Cache of our stolen equipment. Transport Omega will disable and capture this transport. TIE interceptors Alpha and Delta. Stop the X-Wings and Y-Wings. Be careful, Alpha 1. Target destroyed. Excellent hunting, Alpha 1. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Hunting Alpha 1. Target destroyed. Excellent work, Alpha 1. Target destroyed.
Using missiles because
Target destroyed.
it's hard to take those out when you're right behind them because they have a gun turret right there that can shoot at you.
Alpha 1. Target disabled.
Equally, I hate the A-wings, so oh, good. I have to check it out on Tabletop Simulator. Let's find a nearer target. Let's get a bit closer.
Alpha 1. Begin capture operation. Capture operation complete. Good work, Alpha 1. Secret mission objectives complete.
Excellent. Secret mission objectives completed. A-wing. More Y-wings coming in. I like how they've made the Rebel theme sound a little bit more sinister, whereas the Imperial March is more heroic sounding. I forget the name of the composer, but he did an excellent job twisting it around. One of my gripes about Squadrons is that they didn't take this game's soundtrack and update it with like a real orchestra, or at least have it sound better, because it is an excellent soundtrack. It's just very 8-bit. I could be the Dungeon Master. I've never been a Dungeon Master before. That might be an interesting experience to try it. So when I've played Imperial Assault before, we've always played against the app, which has its... if you got the base game, there's one campaign with it. You need... there's 2 expansions that, if you have them, it adds extra content to the app. But I don't have those expansions. Gavin, while you're looking at it, do the in a tabletop simulator what you're looking at, do they are the miniatures painted, or are they just standard grey plastic looking in the mud? All rebel fighters are down. Excellent. It's nice to know that they're painted. They look better that way. When I was playing it before, it was obviously before the pandemic, and I hadn't painted them, so we were using the plastic grey models. And I've got the I have painted them now. Obviously, the pandemic's still ongoing, and my friends and I aren't comfortable meeting up to play the game. So I've got these painted miniatures for the game that I'm looking forward to playing with, but not had the chance to yet. Alright, mission objectives completed. This is a Nebulon B2 frigate, modified frigate. I think we can dock with it. Move on to the next mission. Oh.
Prepare to join the secret order of the Emperor.
So I'm now a member of the Secret Order, and I've been promoted again.
Despite a heavy and intense battle, our forces prevailed in recapturing outpost D-34. The rebellion's plan to loot and pillage Imperial property has been thwarted.
Well, he seems very happy. I'm very happy. Let's ask him what we did.
Excellent. You have helped us locate the equipment the rebels looted from outpost D-34.
Yep. Okay, he's not got much to say. I guess cloaked figure isn't going to say much. Prefers lurking in the shadows. Goodman 4, welcome. Let's see what the next mission objective is.
Gunboat patrols have located a rebel cruiser taking on supplies in the Bruani sector. We can assume the cruiser has a strong force of A-Wing, X-Wing and B-Wing starfighters. Our attack will proceed in waves. You will fly in the first wave, made up of 3 flight groups of gunboats. Your primary task is to destroy the starfighter defense that the cruiser will send into battle. Once the starfighter defense has been eliminated, assist the second wave in their attack.
Sounds very straightforward.
The second wave will enter the battle in 5 minutes. They will escort transports carrying torpedoes. The supply containers need to be destroyed to prevent the cruiser from getting resupplied. Gunboat patrols have located...
Alright, let's talk to the cloaked figure.
The Emperor wishes to investigate possible complicity of Imperial forces in the recent rebel successes. Imperial war material is showing up frequently in rebel hands. Inspect all the rebel cargo containers before they are destroyed to see if they may be carrying Imperial equipment.
Alright, I'll do that. It's interesting conflict between the two. Obviously, the military want me to destroy everything, and he wants me to inspect everything. Excuse me. Alright, let's get started with the mission. Get to fly an assault gunboat. Oh, I will be following the Emperor as well, don't worry.
Group Tau, engaging B-Wings. Group Nu, engaging A-Wings. Group Mu, engaging X-Wings.
All power to engines, so I can get ahead and inspect the containers before they get blown up. Urban Druid, welcome. Yeah, I remember people were excited about the level of detail in this game when it came out. So we've got missiles, Imperial probes, and more missiles.
Imperial equipment. It was stolen from an outpost D-34. Make sure it is destroyed.
Oh, we've got mines. I hate mines. Not quite as much as A-Wings. This is the mine laying transport, so I think we're going to take that out very quickly. It's called Mod. Oh, I thought it was Mood for a moment. But no, it's Mod. Once again, I crashed into it. I crashed into a transport. Not my finest flying. Oh, shields are down. Let's get some distance between me and the mines. Then we'll come back. Oh, that's not good. Shields are disabled. 39 seconds to repair. I have a feeling I'm going to die and have to come back. There we go. So I know I did wrong there. Is I need to destroy the transports before they start deploying mines. Well, I'm on the way to.
The cruiser has launched starfighters. Let's take them out. Group Tau, engaging B-wings. Group Nu,
Well, I'm on the way to
engaging A-wings.
inspect the.
Group Mu, engaging X-wings.
There we go.
Excellent work. Secondary mission objectives
Didn't destroy the transports.
Excellent. You have discovered more Imperial equipment. It was stolen from Outpost D-34. Make sure it is destroyed.
target destroyed.
Oh, don't crash into the cruiser. That would be bad. At least I destroyed the transport that lays the missile firing mines before it deployed any. I'm just going to disable this transport and I'll come back and finish it off later. And once it's disabled, it won't be able to lay any mines. Let's get out of here. Didn't work. One more time. Well, I say that I can't really skip the mission, so but yeah, let's give it another go.
The cruiser has launched starfighters. Let's take them out.
Transfer energy to ships.
Group Tau,
Uh,
engaging B-wings.
I'm transferring lasers to
A-wings. Group Mu, engaging X-wings.
engines. Let's try this. Oh, I see what you mean. Too late now.
Superb work. Secondary mission objectives complete. The Emperor will be pleased.
Excellent. You have discovered more Imperial equipment. It was stolen from Outpost D-34. Make sure it is destroyed.
I didn't get all the transports.
Target destroyed.
That was probably a waste of missiles, but I wanted to make sure it died.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Superb work. Target destroyed.
This A-wing seems to be
Incoming missile.
determined to kill me. find that ion cannons are better against shields, so I'm quite happy to disable the fighters and then pick them off later when the other threats are eliminated. I think everyone's targeting me, so that's fun.
Target disabled.
Well, I'm glad it's making you want to play TIE Fighter again. I got this copy from GOG.com, so you can get it from there. I'd say wait until this May the 4th Star Wars sale, because I'm sure there will be one. Right. Let's give it another go. And yeah, I'll transfer all that laser energy into shields.
The cruiser has launched starfighters. Let's take them out. Group Tau, engaging B-wings. Group Nu, engaging A-wings. Group Mu, engaging X-wings. Good work. Target destroyed.
That should take care of the transports before they
Target destroyed.
deploy any mines.
Superb work. Secondary mission objectives completed. Excellent. You discovered more Imperial equipment. It was stolen from outpost D-34. Make sure it is destroyed.
Again, using ion cannons to disable the fighters so that it's quicker to get through the shields. And then we can pick them off later. Or my fellow Imperial pilots can do it. I don't really mind. Oh, someone hit me from behind.
Target disabled.
I probably should have done that with lasers, never mind.
This is Mu-1. Target destroyed.
Vesna, yeah. What I'd like to have seen is this game with the graphics of Squadrons. Can you imagine that? Like, they changed nothing except the graphics, and I guess update the sound quality as well. Like, same music, but not sounding 8-bit. Oh, that's not the smartest thing to have done. Guess I don't really need to disable X-Wings, I can just blast them. B-Wings are a little bit tougher to destroy. I glance at the chat and see it says something about detonating nukes at high altitude. It's kind of hard to read the chat and... Oh. Ah. I was doing so well. I'll give it another go. Might be my last time for the night. It's getting a bit late. I do feel like I want to complete this mission.
The cruiser has launched starfighters. Let's take them out. Group Tau, engaging B-Wings. Group Nu, engaging A-Wings. Group Mu, engaging X-Wings. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Good work. Secondary mission objectives completed. Excellent. You have discovered more Imperial equipment. It was stolen from Outpost D-34. Make sure it is destroyed. Target destroyed. Excellent work. Target destroyed. Target disabled.
Oh, so close.
Target destroyed.
That B-Wing's shield's already down, so I didn't see much point trying to disable it.
Excellent
This one's shields are knocked down, so let's switch to ion cannons. Put some more power into the shields. Admiral move, yeah. This is bringing back a lot of memories just playing it. And I'm only on mission 5. I just arrived. Of course. Should have shot them with iron cannons for that, never mind. This isn't going so well. Reinforcements have arrived. If I can stay evasive long enough to for them to come and help me out, because that would be nice. Wing Commander 3 was an excellent game. Of course, it's got Mark Hamill in it as well. And I like some of the Star Wars jokes they put into it and references. This isn't the most exciting gameplay. I'm just flying around in circles. I can't really do anything else until the reinforcements come and help me out. Or my shields recharge. Oh, they weren't recharging. That was unhelpful. Ah. Alright, I'm going to give it one more try tonight. Well, Hoppy, yeah, I'm not going to give up on the game, it's just, it's getting a bit late. So, part of the problem is I'm getting tired and having slower reactions than when I started the stream.
The cruiser has launched starfighters. Let's take them out. Group Tau, engaging B-Wings. Group Nu, engaging A-Wings. Group Mu, engaging X-Wings.
someone trying to shoot at me. That's not very nice.
This is you. Target destroyed. Excellent work. Using your target for attack.
I realise I haven't said anything for a while. I'm just kind of concentrating on this because I don't want to die again. I don't want to jinx it by saying anything either. We do have one of the hated A-wings right here. Where did that come from? Oh.
Incoming missile. Acknowledged. Using your target for attack. Incoming missile.
Yes, I realise I'm flying in circles again. Trying to evade these missiles.
Incoming missile.
Who keeps firing them at me? It's probably the cruiser, isn't it? Someone disliked the stream. If I was an interceptor, I'd probably be doing better because it's more maneuverable and faster.
Incoming missile.
Maybe it's the cruiser that disliked the stream.
Radio message received using your target for attack. Incoming missile.
So I realise this is probably not the most exciting thing to watch, and not being terribly successful at evading missiles. Oh.
Incoming missile.
This is what Theron would do if he was flying and wanted to evade the missiles.
Incoming missile. Using your target for attack. Incoming missile.
Someone said, "Don't hit the cruiser." I take it I must have hit the cruiser and it starts firing missiles at me.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile.
Oh good, my wingmate's been killed.
Incoming missile.
Flying an assault gunboat.
Incoming missile.
What's the range? Does anyone know what the range is on the cruiser's missiles? Have I had a reprieve? No, I have not.
Missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Incoming missile.
Yeah. K-wings are not assault gunboats. Assault gunboats are Alpha class star wings. Alright, so I died. I think I'm going to end the stream there because I am getting quite tired. Illinois Family Guy, welcome. Right at the end of the stream. Excuse me. Let's have a quick look at the chat. I do apologise for not paying quite as much attention as I usually do. It's kind of hard to read the chat and fly at the same time, especially in a situation where I was dodging missiles like that. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. It's always good to see all of you. Yeah, I hope you all had a good Easter. Let's see you all next week. I'll probably be playing this again. I really enjoy this game. If I was starting on that mission, hopefully I won't be quite so tired, so I can get through it better. And obviously I need to not hit the cruiser because that's what triggered off all those missiles. May the Thrawn be with you. I like that. I think that should be our saying in the group. So let's get the... Right, so... Exit the game. Luckily I don't have to worry about saves because it automatically saves between missions. Yeah, thank you all for coming. See you all next week, and may the Thrawn be with you.